All right, our favorite political streamer, chat, Hassan Piker. He's he's one of my favorite political streamers. Totally. So if you guys didn't notice, right, a couple days ago there was a big debate between Hassan and Ethan Klein from H3H3. So there was this whole 5 hour or 6 hour VOD or something. I watched it. I watched the entire VOD itself. It was pretty funny as hell to see it, to be honest, in my personal opinion. But we're not going to talk about like the whole 5 hour VOD itself. No, we're going to talk about the aftermath of the VOD itself. We're going to talk about the aftermath. So let's see what our favorite little favorite political streamer, what he has been up to. What has he been up to? Let's see. Apparently a lot of shenanigans is happening, apparently. So
I want to say, first of all, thank you to Shopify for sponsoring us. I also want to thank
Shopify sponsoring terrorism by way of, well, I guess they sponsor my podcast too.
What the fuck is wrong with this guy? It's not even 30 seconds into the video and this guy, okay, all right.
To be fair, so that's not surprising.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Hey, funny guy, I got a joke for you. What smells rotten and puts people to sleep?
Noxious gas?
No, your act!
Man, oh man, is it not a good time to be A, Hassan, or B, I know that's BB at the same time, but work with me here, or be one of his fans. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of this. A few days ago, Ethan and Hassan had a debate. I'm gonna cover some stuff from there, but there's just been so much stuff regarding everything, and this guy's absolutely losing his mind, and he's getting worse by the day.
Is he having a crash out right now? Oh man. How is he?
It's losing it. A lot of stuff to cover. If you enjoy it, drop a like, subscribe to the channel.
Hey, Dragon Ball,
give me all
nice.
your money in your bank account, and let's just get right into it. Do you guys remember that a few days ago, the YouTuber Tectone called Frogan a fat piece of you-know-what?
Yeah.
I talked about it here on the channel.
Of course.
Very epic-based moment, in my opinion. And he got banned for a day. What do you think happened when Hassan was making fun of another fat person?
This is the Nicholas Eat Oreos guy. Nick the Oreo got so fat he split off a second, somehow still fat clone of himself. That's ruthless.
Now, to be fair, he's actually reading a comment, so he's not really actually saying it, so.
Is that Hassan laughing at a fat joke? But this is the same guy who was like, oh, people shouldn't be mean. People shouldn't be mean to Frogan. Did he get banned for this? No. Do I think he should be banned for this? Yes and no. Yes, if Twitch was consistent. Sorry, I was trying to say.
No, he should be banned for the whole thing from the H3H3 thing. The whole terrorist stuff that he's been doing or so, the propaganda, the weird anti-Semitic stuff, because I watched Asmongold's video, right? And he was like, yeah, no, he should definitely, like, he even said, like, oh, I try to be I'm trying to be as reasonable as I can, but to be honest, what he's doing right now, yeah, no, he should definitely be banned for this, to be honest.
With the straight face,
he does, yeah. Twitch does definitely have a double standards. I'll be honest with you.
Banned for calling Frogan fat, Hassan should be getting banned. He did not get banned. Pretty interesting stuff going over at Twitch, right? Hey guys, it's not okay when you make fun of someone that's fat that I like. I mean, I could laugh at other people that are fat because they're evil, according to me. But if I like them, that's not epic. But if I don't like them, haha, you're fat, you're obese. You gotta stay consistent here, Hassan. This is not a very progressive thing of
why though? Why is the CEO sucking so hard on freaking Hassan? That makes no sense. He's the owner of the platform. He should be, he should be bending the knee to somebody, Like, honestly, that makes no sense. You shouldn't be like you know, sucking or bowing down to a random person who is streaming on your platform. You shouldn't be bending the knee for someone on your platform. That's your domain. That's your business. That just literally makes zero sense whatsoever. Okay. Okay. All right, Hazu.
You. Number one, it's above 4. This is part 182 of Twitch being biased. Yeah, it's okay. Hassan could say it. He could get away with it. But Tectone? Nah, you can't say that. But be consistent. Calling someone fat is too far, but promoting terrorism, that's not too far. Okay. The amazing thing with Hassan is that he could promote terrorism and make fun of a fat person, but other people, you can't do that. Nah, that's exclusively towards Hassan. He has that privilege, which is such a fucking joke. I cannot wait until this platform shuts down. It's stupid that this Nepo baby could just get away with everything and he faces no consequences. And Nicholas Yorio says, I don't need / want people to report Hassan on my behalf. I'm not trying to become some merit over a fat joke. It will be absolutely absurd for Twitch to give him a 24-hour ban for a fat joke and not for any of the terrorism shit. I am obviously aware of the special treatment Twitch's chosen streamers get. I'm sure Tectone in particular is losing his mind seeing Hassan Piker make a comment like that right after his ban. Dude, if I was Tectone, I would be crashing the fuck out. I would be going insane. Over a fat joke? You want to kill this guy's Twitch career? Now, he has YouTube. He has a lot of money. He has gamer subs, which is a go-to drink. He has other ways to get money. But that's not the point. Like, yeah, dude, who cares if you're rich? It still sucks that they want to ban you on Twitch for no reason for such a stupid thing. But then when Hassan does it, nothing happens to him. If you're Hassan, you can pretty much get away with anything. I'm pretty sure if Hassan killed a baby live on stream, the Twitch CEO would personally reward him. Hassan calls Tectone a bold pervert after he said that he will leave Twitch if they continue to allow terrorist propaganda. Once again, just making allegations about someone because they don't like him. Now, I don't know anything about these allegations. I don't know why Hassan is calling him a pervert. As far as I know, Tectone hasn't done anything illegal or wrong. This guy doesn't like me, so he's a pervert. Right, guys?
Oh, I don't think Sensitive Society knows. Oh, he just goons to 2D anime women. That's it. That's like literally it, you know. Granted, he doesn't do it all the time, but he just says like, you know, pervy remarks. That's it. If Mr. Sensitive Society doesn't know, that's probably like the only reason why. It's just 2D anime women. That's it. So it's just the usual shit basically. Tectone goons a lot. Yeah, he just goons. He just goons a lot. That's it. That's the reason why Hassan is calling him a pervert. Basically, that's it. Just 2D images.
Now, what are we doing here? I mean, I don't like Hassan Piker, but I'm not gonna be like, yo, he went to a Diddy party. He's a pedophile. He touched a kid. No, this is what happens when you don't agree with Hassan blindly. Even though you've been watching him for over 2 years, you've given him money, but if you disagree with him once, this is what happens to you.
100% Ethan was more grounded and you were rambling. Literally came in to say this and unfollowed. What the fuck? Hassan, you were way more emotional. Oh, never mind. 26 month subscriber. Bro, this is literally the profile of a type of person that is the Ethan Klein head. I swear to God.
What the fuck?
Ethan came across more grounded. What are you talking about? He was literally freaking out half the time. This open communication you have with your audience, haters or not, is somehow less courageous than watching the content cop on air. He needs his back padded so much. No, I know.
The thing with Hassan is that he gets surprised the second a loyal fan of 2 years criticizes him. And then he goes on the whole 2 to 3
He
minute
really, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, he really straight up just doesn't take criticism very well. What an actual loser, to be honest. Like, straight up. Honestly, just straight up loser. I was literally watching this video. I love Sensitive Society, you know. He's cool. He's a cool dude, so.
rant about it. And you know he's right, and I'm sure it hurts more because it's not some random H3 fanboy or just your average hater. It's someone that's giving you money and supported you over 2 years, calling you out and being like, no, dude, you're in the wrong. Ethan was right.
Morning
and
to
he
you.
won, which, in my opinion, Ethan completely destroyed Hassan. Hassan was just like,
oh yeah, no,
Ethan,
100%.
Ethan,
So through the entire debate itself, yeah, Ethan Klein completely demolished Hassan Piker 1000%. You know, I saw the entire thing. I watched the entire thing. I heard when I was editing videos and stuff like that, and you know, working on the editing or so for the Do at Night Abyss video that I need to finish or so. This shit was funny to listen to.
Ethan.
Yes, sir.
Ethan. Watch it. Take a deep breath.
Uh-oh, chair react.
That we have.
I'm not gonna let you chair react to me, buddy.
Wait, my audience is waking up? My echo chamber's collapsing? What's going on, guys? Everyone, please just agree with me.
That's pretty
blindly and
funny.
Never question a single thing I say. Now, hopefully, this puts the whole Hassan isn't protective talk to rest. And I'm so glad I caught this. Twitch staff caught simping in Hassan's chat. So this is a Twitch employee, a staff member, if you will, backing Hassan publicly. I mean, God only knows the stuff that goes behind
That's
the scenes.
pathetic.
I'm 99% sure that the Twitch CEO definitely knows everything that's going on with Hassan at this
That's
moment.
pathetic,
Now we
to
have
be
staff
honest.
members going into the Hassan debate and being like, yo, Hassan, go get his ass. It's both surprising and not surprising at the same time. You know, it makes total sense why he never gets back.
Calling him
Why he can get away
racist.
with everything. Just the way things are.
I
It's
saw
Hassan.
that too. He literally called Ethan Klein a racist or whatnot or whatever, you know?
Crashing
Shit,
out.
man. That was crazy.
I'm just gonna quiet for a bit, and I'll let you watch Hassan, a 40-year-old man, crashing out in front of over 100,000 people.
Didn't leave
This is
because we
not-
were
this is
Zionists.
not
We
the gotcha
left
you
because
think
we
it
were no
is.
longer safe.
Okay.
Explain to me.
I can't wait to bring up obviously on the broadcast to make you fucking look like a dumbass.
I can't
Let
wait
me
to.
tell you
And now
something.
explain what he means by that. We did not leave Iraq because we were
it's
Zionists. We
not-
left because we were no longer safe.
Iraqis are not Palestinian. You fucking moron. You racist piece of shit.
What?
Because Iraq and the pan-Arabic
They
nationalist
left-
movements that arise out of
You are
Zionist
out of your
Yep,
mind.
there it is.
not about
Yep, that's one. That's it right
Palestinians.
there.
What did
Not
the
make
Jews
this
in Iraq
comparison.
have to do with
Zionists
fucking
were
Israel,
the ones
you
who
bigot?
actually fucking
You are
terrorized the
so out of your
Palestinians.
mind.
And then Iraqis,
Dude, you screaming and
cannot point
grandstanding
to
doesn't mean you're
Iraqis or
right.
Iraqi
This is
government's
pathetic.
racism
Okay.
during the pan-Arabic nationalist movement.
That literally has nothing to do what literally Ethan Klein is trying to talk about, and he literally just fucking flips the fuck out for no apparent reason, you know?
As a vindication for why, or a comparison as to why Israel had to do the Nakba.
Do you think
You
that?
fucking racist piece of shit.
Thanks, Hassan.
Do you think Iraq?
do you
do you
want-
think all Arabs have one fucking mind?
Why
Is
the
that what you
fuck
think?
were the Iraqi Jews leaving Iraq in fear?
Of course there were Iraqi.
He got
people that
tweaking
left.
tweaking
I
so
never
hard.
said that they
No,
were
it's because Ethan Klein has Tourette's apparently, so I didn't know about that, but yeah.
So the
Iraqi Jews
question,
that left
you want to
Iraq
call
in
me
fear.
racist? Why were Iraqi Jews leaving to go to Israel?
Because you're a fucking moron.
That's
who doesn't
why they left?
understand
They
that
left
Iraq
because I'm
is
a
not
fucking moron?
Palestine, that Arabs are
Hassan,
not
you
one-minded.
coward.
That there
You
were numerous
coward.
pan-Arabic
Answer
nationalist
the
movements
question. You're going to
that
call
were
me
sparking
racist,
up
but you won't
all around
answer.
the region,
Why
Ethan.
did the Iraqi Jews leave Iraq?
There were numerous
Because of
reasons. Why did the Israeli
anti-Semitism.
government-
They hated Jewish people that had nothing to do with Israel. They were
Oh, shut
forced
the
to
fuck
leave. They
up,
were
dude.
chased
Shut
out.
up.
They lived there for thousands
hated
of years.
Jewish people.
They
Yes,
had
everyone
businesses. They had
hated
homes that they
Jewish
were
people. It's
forced
weird.
and abandoned
Thousands-
to go to Israel
thousands-
because it was the only fucking place they could. Why would Iraqis hate the Jews living there if they had nothing to do with Zionism or Israel? Why?
Because settler colonialism
That
was
has
already
nothing to do with
taking
them, you
place in
absolute
British
fucking
Mandate
dumbass.
Palestine.
Now, as an outsider,
Jesus
this is pretty fucking
Christ,
entertaining.
dude.
I gotta give him to them. And I swear to God, I'm gonna sound like the biggest Ethan Dick writer here. But you guys notice that for the most part, Ethan wasn't screaming. He only raised his voice when his son wouldn't stop shouting. He kept moving the goalpost.
That's literally how I am or so. I don't really raise my voice or so unless like someone else is like shouting at me. Even though I'm trying to be like super calm, you know, I'm being like super calm at the very beginning of like any argument or so, right? But then if they still keep going or so, of course I'm gonna like increase the volume of my voice for them to understand and be like, shut up, dude.
and ignoring the question. No, but this. Like, dude, answer the question, all right? You're supposed to be a journalist.
I have
a
no
real
idea what the fuck
journalist,
he's
and you
talking
can't
about, to be honest.
answer
That
a
literally
fucking
has nothing to
question,
do
and
with
then
the
you have to talk
actual,
about something else, and then bring
thing
something
that's
else into
actually
it,
being
and then start
talked about.
screaming and shouting. Is that what a real journalist does? Screaming equals I won the argument. Let me make sure my whole Twitch chat knows that I'm winning because I'm screaming. Yeah, this is going to win me the argument.
Please,
Son,
for your own mental sanity, stop trying to do this. I'm pro-terrorism, Ethan. Violence is inevitable, Ethan. You fucking moron! You racist piece of shit! Oh my god.
And then we get this moment, and this might be Asmongold's most based moment ever.
Oh,
It's embarrassing. Check Hassan's stream title. He's so happy. What is it? Houthis show the limit of the Iron Dome.
yep, that right there.
I'm gonna be honest. I've been pretty reasonable about this for a long time. I think they should ban him.
Look, I give Asmongold the benefit of the doubt though, but like I feel like Hasan has already broken a lot of like TOSs already earlier. And like kind of like Asmongold is like, yeah, no, all this and that and all this. I'm like, no, he should really get like suspended for like 2 weeks or a month or something, Amazon should really step in. No, you're 100% correct, This makes, because Amazon owns fucking Twitch, so this actually makes Amazon this makes like Amazon basically supporting, because if Twitch supports Hasan, right? That means Amazon is also supporting Twitch, and that also means they're supporting Hasan, and that means they're supporting a guy who's like literally doing propaganda and supporting terrorism. So I'm just saying, but hey, that's just me anyways.
I do. This is expressing material support for a terrorist group that is targeting civilians and has killed people. I have been very reasonable about this for a very long period of time.
Well, he may be reasonable for a very long time, but I think the line has already been drawn a few times already. So he just keeps moving the goalpost a little bit back, in my personal opinion with Asmongold. But that's my personal opinion. But, hey, each to their own opinion at the end of the day, right?
But we have crossed into the threshold of, in plain English, supporting a terrorist organization that is actively attacking civilians.
Yep.
This is
Yep.
totally unreasonable. There's no justification for this. There's no way that this is okay. It's on video. I think that if Twitch doesn't do something about it, Amazon needs to find out that this is happening. This is a crazy, crazy level of extremism that should not be anywhere on the platform.
I
Thank you
agree
for
with
the
him a
follow.
billion
Welcome,
percent.
welcome.
Hasan should not be on Twitch. He's fucking losing it.
Yep.
Every single day that passes by, he gets worse, and you can just tell this guy's not all there. Like, all jokes aside, me calling him a retard and all of this other stuff, Hasan just doesn't look well. Dude is not all there. There's something going on with him. iDub should honestly pay Hasan's therapy session. Maybe Hasan could learn empathy from iDub. Hasan, you need to learn empathy. And what better way to do it than going with your buddy iDubbbz, right? To get it from him. And before we go, I almost forgot to mention this. Someone on Instagram is making edits of Hasan and I. Day one Oscar X Hasan shipper. This account was created just for this purpose. And I have no idea who's behind this account. I'm scared. A little concerning. What is this? Enemies to lovers. They're making edits. I'm just like, what are we doing here? I mean,
Oh
yeah, that's
my
pictures of
God.
me, very base Sigma, and then we what the fuck
Hey,
is
Kitty-o.
going
Welcome,
on?
or so. Thank
I
you for the follow.
don't
Welcome.
know
Yeah.
what
I've been
to
playing
say
PGR for
about
such a
this.
long
Very
time.
interesting times we're living in. I never would have thought I would have got a Sense edit. We literally got a Hasan Piker and Sensitive Society edit before GT6. Think about that for a second. I don't know how I feel about this. Very interesting. But yeah, anyways, that's enough of my yapping. I'm out. I'ma head out. Bye.
So I want to say
That is, like I said, man, in my personal opinion, I think, if Twitch is banning Tectone for calling Frogan a fatty, And then you had, you know, Asmongold being banned or so from his comments from a while ago, right? But then Hasan, you know, over here making all of these, you know, wild things that he's been saying or so. I'm like, why isn't this boy banned? Also, why is Frogan not, you know, not banned, not suspended, you know, for saying, you know, oh, you know, I hope you get PTSD or whatnot and blah 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 blah. I'm just like, what the fuck, bro? Literally, those people in the army defended the country from bad people, so you can sit yourself on that fucking chair and streaming on Twitch without a care in the world, okay? Those people put their lives on the line so you can sit comfortably at home and not care about anything, you know? Honestly, what a bunch of weird people, in my personal opinion. The Void is so much different, I swear to God, chat. We don't have dumb people like this, to be honest. They're just frolicking for funsies, I guess so, I guess. But I'm more focused in terms of service Hasan abuse, because as they say, banning someone over calling someone fat in political messages and propaganda is double standard. Yeah. I have family in the Middle East that lived in Lebanon, and Israel has been attacked Lebanon since 2004. And my family members have no money to evacuate or anything. And sadly, the last month before 2024 ended, their house got bombed while they were at the store. Of course, I don't support terrorism, but I just want my family members to survive over there, if you know what I mean. Yeah. She didn't get banned until that one panel incident. Oh yeah, true. PTSD is a scary thing. Had a buddy who came back freak out when we were on a freeway because of a tire pop. I see. Yeah, no, I don't wish any of the people in the army or so to get PTSD. Hell no. Fuck no, dude. I've seen videos on it and what has happened or so throughout the human history. So it's definitely not a very pretty thing to hear, and you know, it's just kind of hard for them to readjust or so after seeing, you know, the carnage that has happened. You know, a very strong-willed mind or so is not capable of handling of that unless you are super cold-blooded, you know. Then that's a different story in and on itself. But you know, but even then, even if you're cold-blooded, those things will haunt you for the rest of your life, and you will not be human. You know, you'll be devoid of emotions. You know, the Void is different. You know, the Void is a very cold, dark place or so, and you need a different mental fortitude to be in there. So yeah. True, it is very unavoidable, but hopefully maybe you guys will be able to solve it in the future with some kind of like fancy technology medicine or something, you know, or a method or so. Yep, but anyways, that's the end of the video. You guys can comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy jazzy stuff. Yes, I do not condone the PTSD and stuff like that. Hasan, you really should get, you know, either banned or completely get suspended, you know. But anyways, but that's just my personal opinion. That's what one Nyarlathep thinks. What do you guys think at the end of the day? Anyways, comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy jazzy stuff, and yeah, I'll catch you guys all in the next video, and peace. Say bye to YouTube. Say bye to the YouTube frogs. Bye-bye. Bye.